Donald Trump just instantly folded to Iran once again. This was utterly humiliating following Iran striking down an MQ-9 Reaper drone over Yemen through its proxy group, likely the Houthis, yesterday, and with Iran activating its air defense after seeing another Reaper drone over Qeshm Island and firing it. I know our corporate news isn't reporting on it. Donald Trump instantly backed down as Iran once again demonstrated that it has the capabilities to resist if the United States launches another invasion, and that Iran is prepared to make it very, very bloody. So Donald Trump said the following on a social media post. I've been asked by the Emir of Qatar, I've been asked by the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, and I've been asked by the President of the United Arab Emirates, hold off on our planned military attack of the Islamic Republic of Iran, which was scheduled for tomorrow, and that serious negotiations are now taking place, and that, in their opinion, as great leaders and allies, a deal will be made, which will be very acceptable to the United States of America, as well as all countries in the Middle East and beyond. Again, we know this MQ-9 Reaper was shot down. Another MQ-9 Reaper was about to be shot down. Then there was the UAE nuclear plant that was apparently hit by drones. Then there was the Saudi Arabia strike that took place. Then there was the Israeli nuclear facility that spontaneously exploded, to which the Israel said, no, that was a pre-planned detonation. And now we get this from Donald Trump, and Iran is responding right away. The Iranian embassies are posting the following message. Enough with these theatrics and the endless loop of calling off your own artificial deadlines. No one's buying it anymore. Just swallow the pill already. You then have the Iranian embassy in South Africa posting, Trump lives in his own parallel universe. Other Iranian social media accounts writing, please don't worry. The names of Kuwait and Bahrain and many others have been planned for the next stages. Didn't they warn you before you launched the war in Iran? Or perhaps you simply didn't want to listen. You thought you were strong enough to finish the job in a few days. So then Donald Trump just did this press conference where he folded again. It was utterly pathetic. And he used this press conference about Trump RX, which Trump's like, okay, short of curing cancer, this is the most important thing that we've ever done. And you'll see Donald Trump kind of comes out for this press conference, and you'll hear like the crowd there. It's like 8 people. Watch what happens here. Play this clip.
Donald J. Trump.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to be here on this very beautiful day. A lot of very positive things happening.
All right, then Donald Trump talks about Iran, and he's like, yep, we've been talking very powerfully to Iran, very strongly, very strong and powerful discussions with Iran are underway, and we just decided we're going to hold off on the attacks. They were scheduled tomorrow. They were going to be very powerful attacks. Here, play this clip.
A little bit about your post on True Social on Iran, and what was the decision that why you didn't attack him?
Well, other countries have come to me and they've said we were getting ready to do a very major attack tomorrow. I put it off for a little while, hopefully maybe forever, but possibly for a little while, because we've had very big discussions with Iran, and we'll see what they amount to. I was asked by Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, and some others if we could put it off for 2 or 3 days, a short period of time, because they think that they are getting very close to making a deal. And if we can do that where there's no nuclear weapon going into the hands of Iran, I think, and if they're satisfied, we will be probably satisfied also. We've informed Israel. We've informed other people in the Middle East that have been involved with us. And, it's a very positive development, but we'll see whether or not it amounts to anything. We've had periods of time where we thought pretty much getting close to making a deal, and didn't work out, but this is a little bit different. Now, we're ready going tomorrow, very big, and not something I wanted to do, but we have no choice because we cannot let Iran have a nuclear weapon. Yeah.
I mean, so utterly pathetic. Then you have a reporter from CNN saying, Iran's done this to you before. Other countries have done this. And then you claim there's a deal and you never do deals. You just talk about making deals and you say, oh, there's a framework and a deal, this, deal, that. And you're not doing anything. Like, do you really think the American people are that stupid? Here, play this clip of what he says.
In order to they dangled a peace deal in front of you saying one was coming. Nothing has come into fruition. You mentioned this.
Well, a lot's come into fruition. We've taken a country that was going to have a nuclear weapon, and we've virtually destroyed its military. They have no navy. They have no air force. They've been virtually destroyed militarily. That's a lot. That's a big. We could leave right now. It would take them 25 years to rebuild. And the last thing they're thinking about, I think, is nuclear. Now they have to put it down in writing. But when you say nothing, we've totally destroyed, excuse me, from CNN, we've totally destroyed their military. We've destroyed their leadership. As you know, their leaders are gone. Their leaders are gone at the first level. The second level, we're dealing with half of the third level. And I think we've made a lot of progress.
And meanwhile, the Iranian social media accounts, while Trump is doing that, mocking him mercilessly, they have this photo of Donald Trump drowning in a wheelchair at the bottom of the Persian Gulf, screaming, "Attack Iran again!" And they go, Trump, when he says they're totally ready to strike Iran again, but he'd rather not. We also heard from Iran's President Pezeshkian, who goes, dialogue does not mean surrender. The Islamic Republic of Iran enters into a dialogue with dignity, authority, and the preservation of the nation's rights. And under no circumstance will it retreat from the legal rights of the people and the country. We will serve the people with logic and with all our might to the end and safeguard the interests and honor of Iran.
True self-reliance starts with taking control of your own health. Armra Colostrum is nature's original solution. Colostrum is packed with over 400 bioactive nutrients that fortify gut health and strengthen immune health to build resilience at the cellular level. Because when you invest in your health, you invest in your ability to show up, think clearly, and stay in control no matter what life throws your way. Today's environment is filled with toxins, processed foods, modern stressors, and immune disruptors. Nourish your microbiome and strengthen your barriers to support your immune health. Armra Colostrum is your secret to feeling strong, vibrant, and confident again. Not seeing results with your current routine? Colostrum is packed with 400 plus bioactive nutrients that work like a blueprint for your body, promoting your cells' natural renewal processes to support skin, hair, gut health, metabolism, immune health, lean muscle, and whole body vitality. Strengthen your gut integrity and support healthy fat metabolism to empower your body with the blueprint to revitalize health from the inside out. We've worked out a special offer for my audience. Receive 30% off your first subscription order. Go to armra.com/Meidas or enter Meidas to get 30% off your first subscription order. That's armra.com/Meidas.
And more from Donald Trump here, where he appears to be falling asleep when Oz is speaking. When Dr. Oz is speaking, watch Donald Trump as he just completely falls asleep. Let's play this clip.
Just what the president promised. And for that reason, we ask you today to go look at the site, trumprx.gov. Ask us to put you on our mailing list. So when the team at the National Design Studio wants to contact you about new medications that are being offered, new ways for you to save money, new ways for you to make health more affordable, so your zip code doesn't determine your health, you'll have trumprx.gov to go to.
And then he praises Xi Jinping again and says, Xi Jinping, very complimentary of our military. He was amazed by our military. Excuse me, you were the person posting propaganda videos for Xi Jinping's military, but Trump just making up conversations that never took place. Here, let's play this clip.
Our military is the greatest military anywhere in the world. I just left China, and I will say President Xi was very, very complimentary of our military. He was amazed, actually, at our military. We have the greatest military in the world. We're not going to let Iran have a nuclear weapon. So
even state regime media, which calls itself Fox, while this press conference was taking place, was interviewing the White House spokesperson and says, you realize that in new polling, 65% of Americans disapprove of the way Donald Trump is handling this war in Iran? Here, watch this clip.
New York Times polling says that 65% disapprove or strongly or somewhat disapprove of the way the president has handled the war in Iran. What's his reaction to that? What's been the discussion at the White House about this new polling, Anna?
Well, President Trump is always acting in the best interest of our U.S. national security. Again, Iran is a country that for 47 years has chanted death to America, has killed Americans overseas, has threatened our troops, and as I said earlier, has now lashed out these rogue threats against our allies in the region. So this is not a situation that is sustainable. Iran knows that better than anybody. And so the president isn't making decisions based on fluid opinion polls. He's making decisions on what is best for the national security of our country. And there's nothing more paramount than ensuring this rogue regime cannot threaten our country with a nuclear weapon.
And then the polling data is absolutely dreadful for Donald Trump. The latest New York Times Siena poll shows that Donald Trump double digits negative on quite literally every single issue. And then in this press conference, Donald Trump calls up a female executive from Amazon, and he's like, "Look, you look beautiful and nice. Come up here, you. You look beautiful." And just watch this. And again, I just find it honestly so pathetic that these executives, whether it's Mark Cuban in the background or this female executive from Amazon, just beclown themselves with this guy. Here, play this clip.
Would you like to say something? You're over there. You look so beautiful and nice. You two, come on over here. Just say a couple of words about.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. President, for having Amazon here today. It's really great to work with the administration and the NDS on building Trump RX at Amazon Pharmacy. It's been our mission to build a pharmacy with price transparency.
Then there's more weird infomercials that are, it's like a weird infomercial they're shooting, as Aaron Rupar says. Here, play this clip.
Don't just fill your prescription, Trump or exit. Because the strongest nation on earth, America, starts with the healthiest people on earth. Mr. President, back to you.
Thank you, Joe. Great job. Beautiful. Thank you. Well, thank you very much. Really amazing the job you've done. And
then a reporter says, okay, we're not really sure what this press conference is. Like, are you talking about the war? Are you talking about Trump RX? What is Trump RX? Is Trump RX literally just taking the existing generic prices and the existing prices of healthcare companies and then taking credit for it? Okay, but there may be another Ebola outbreak. Should we be worried about that? And then Donald Trump's like, I'm concerned about everything, but I think it's just in Africa. So why we don't have to worry about it? Here, play this clip.
And then, sir,
Go ahead, Ebola. You said Ebola.
Yeah. Should Americans be concerned about Ebola?
I'm concerned about everything, but certainly am. I think that, it's been confined right now to Africa, but it's something that has had a breakout. I could ask Bobby or Oz to say a couple of words about it if you'd like. Want to do that?
Again, doesn't this give you COVID deja vu all over again? Then Trump's like, this is a big, beautiful day. Everything's positives going on in this day. Let's play this clip.
Well, thank you very much. It's great to be here on this very beautiful day. A lot of very positive things happening.
And then finally, a reporter does ask him about the $1.776 billion slush fund he's giving to insurrectionists. So just to set the scene, you've got Amazon executives there. You've got Mark Cuban there in the background, and they're props while Donald Trump's hand looks like it's rotting. And then he's talking about, well, I don't really know much about this settlement in the $10 billion case that I filed. I'm not really sure, but we're going to have a committee. The committee's going to deal with it. So nothing we could really do here. Let's play this clip.
I have a question on weaponization. Do you believe that people who committed violence against Capitol Hill police officers on January 6th should be eligible for compensation from this DOJ fund? And are you or your family members going to be seeking compensation from that fund?
It'll all be dependent on a committee. A committee's being set up of very talented people, very highly respected people. I think it's a committee of 5. And again, I didn't do this deal. It was told to me yesterday. They said they're doing something. I do believe there has to be compensation for people that were destroyed. You have families absolutely destroyed, and it's all going to be determined by a committee of 4 or 5 people that are respected and very brilliant at what they do. Yeah, please.
And just to remind you, June 1, 1993, the Fund of German Trade and Industry is created, a huge slush fund administered by Martin Bormann in the Führer's name. The regime used funds to compensate stormtroopers who committed street violence, to subsidize the SS and enrich Nazi officials. And it does seem like history is repeating itself. Then you have Hegseth making weird propaganda videos, and he's like, people value people act like they care about Hollywood and people talk about the 1%, but you're the real 1%, our war fighters. This is what he's doing as Donald Trump is sending them out on an unlawful war. Here, let's play this clip.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your full name. Do solemnly swear. The so-called elite world. Talk about high class, high society, the elites, celebrities, Hollywood, you name it. That's not the real 1%. The real 1% of our nation are right in front of me.
And then Donald Trump, again, everything this guy says is a lie. He then claims that he's like, when I voted in Florida recently, they asked me for my ID. I'm like, don't you know who I am? You voted by mail. Like, quite literally, every sound, syllable, word out of this guy's mouth is a lie. You vote by mail. You voted by mail in Florida. This thing that you're talking about where they asked for your ID, that didn't happen. Everything this guy says is a liar. I mean, I know it's hard to fathom someone who lies this much. Every word, sleep, reek. The guy lies. He's a reeking fraudster. Here, play it.
I'm very concerned about it. I'm very concerned about mail-in ballots. We're the only country in the world that's doing mail-in ballots, and a mail-in ballot is, by just the nature of it, it's going to be corrupt. So many people handle it. You go into a well-run voting booth in a certain state, we'll pick a state, but you go into, and I mean, they look, even me, I went in Florida and went to vote, and they said, sir, I hate to do it. I'm so embarrassed. Could I see your identification? I said, really? Do you really want to do that? Please, sir. I'll lose my job if I don't do it. I was very proud to hand her identification and everything else. I mean, you want to have proof of citizenship. You want to have a voter ID. You want to have all these things. But
there you have it, folks. Let me know what you think. Hit subscribe. Let's get to 7 million. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Love this video? Support independent media and unlock exclusive content, ad-free videos, and custom emojis by becoming a paid member of our YouTube channel today. You can also gift memberships to others. Let's keep growing together.